Hello and welcome to a new vlog. My name is Kat and this is the place where I talk about cross stitch and some other stuff. I have the next week off work, so hopefully we'll be seeing a lot of crafty things like the project bags I was promising to make in the last episode. Just wanted to say hi and welcome to everyone. If you're new, obviously welcome for the first time. I hope that you find something fun in the videos that makes you want to come back. And if you're a old or returning subscriber or someone who's been with me video after video, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You guys are obviously the reason I do these videos. I wouldn't be making these videos if nobody was watching them, so yeah, cool, thank you. We have just been for a walk through the city. This is the first time I've been in this particular direction from our house. And I found the coolest park for children. So they've got a lot of waterfalls in our city, like a lot. And the river is a big part of the city's identity and its history. But what they've done is they've siphoned off a little bit of water for a children's park. And there are some stepping stones and then some signs with like what you can see in the water, fish and debris and fish. And the types of birds. We saw a heron as well. And it was just a really nice walk for the last day of October, which it is today. It is the 31st of October, which is a Sunday. All right, so I'm going to pop you down because my arm is already hurting and I've only been holding you for like 2 minutes, but I have to hold you really far away. And yeah, I'm working on my dolphins and my jams. I'll just twirl you around and show you where I got to overnight. So I've been working on this morning. This is berry jam from Mill Hill. And I did say I was going to bead as I went, and then I didn't want to bead this morning, so I didn't bead. But I will probably break out the beads now. It's really hard to do the top-down, left-to-right method if you don't bead as you go, I think, personally, just because the chart, obviously, like you have to figure out, did I miss this because it's a bead, or did I miss it because I'm an idiot and miscounted? So it would be fun to get some beads in there just to see if I've made any mistakes yet. But yes, I'm really enjoying this one. I always enjoy my Mill Hills. It's a little bit harder than the other two I did. A lot less blocks of colour because of the patterns in the jam and in the lid. But fun nonetheless. I really enjoy their charting. And then over here we have my dolphins, which haven't changed too much. I did stay up far too late to get those last two colours in, which meant I got to start my fish here and do a little bit of coral down here. And I think one more colour here. So not too much. There is actually a needle sticking out of this here because I was mid something when someone needed my attention. I had to stand up and deal with the sitch. But yes, and I finished, and I finished the back stitching on the coral here, which I kept calling kelp and seaweed and weed my last video. I promise I do know it's kelp. But I think sometimes we get on Flosstube and our brains just take a little vacation. Fairly sure that's what happens anyway. As I said last video, I would like to finish this dolphin before I put her away. We'll see if that happens, and then finishing this dolphin can be a really good goal for the next time I bring this project out. I keep sending people photos of this to see if they can guess what it is, like non-cross stitches. And so far we have an alien from Mars that's coming to attack us. A rooster with its mouth open screaming, wearing a green hat, and a shelf with some Christmas ornaments on it. So I don't know whether that says a lot about my friends or a lot about my stitching, but I'm actually heading to town now. So this thing bit me, the needle, drew blood, literally drew blood. So this little vampire is gonna have a little bit of a rest, a little bit of a timeout. I think the next beads that I add will either be here, we're missing 2 purple beads here, or there is a fringe of these gorgeous purple beads all the way around the bottom of the rooster's hat, which, you know, that would be really fun to do as well. So we'll see what I stitch next. But I need to go to town to send a birthday card and buy my partner a present, and buy myself some dumpling wrappers because only one store in the town sells them and they're not open on the weekend. So now that I've got the week off, I can finally return and buy some more. That's where we're at. It's actually really close. I think there's 3 colours of red, or red and pink, and one of white and we're done with the stitching, so that's really cool. Good morning, team. It is Tuesday morning and this is how far I am along with my jam. So I'm pretty much finished. I just need to finish off this colour here of bead, which is actually a clear bead with pink thread used to attach, which is why it looks pink. That's amazing. I'm very easily impressed. I've done the charm here, but I haven't done the bead loop here. So that the rest of these beads, the bead loop and strings, and then a loop on the back, felt and glue the magnet on, and this will be an FFO. So my plan is to finish this today. Then yesterday, I have to mention her again, Morgan from Instagram, Miss T and Stitches. She offered to help me understand wool. So I really wanted to knit something, just to, like, you know, so you don't forget. I mean, I've completely forgotten. It's been 9 years since I last knitted anything. And so I thought I would give it a go. This is crochet, obviously. And that's because I don't have any knitting needles. But I thought I would practice my crochet because I was so keen on knitting. And then today, the shop will be open and I can go and buy some knitting needles. So she was explaining to me that this was the different weights and that one, I think number 1 is fingering. And anyway, she was a star. So gold star from Morgan. And here is my shopping list for the craft store. Lots of DMC. I have to check a piece I already have for these colours. And then some 5mm straight needles to make my blanket from this wool. I got this wool secondhand from Swedish eBay called Tradera. And then finally yesterday, Morgan and I decided to test whether a 6-inch Q-snap would be small enough to fit a gold petite. It doesn't really matter which one it is, but it's beautiful bird. And no, it fits lengthwise, but not widthwise. So the Q-snaps are just too thick. So my plans today are to go shopping, finish berry jam, stitching beads, maybe not cutting out, we'll see. Do another couple rows on my, this is supposed to be a dish rag, but it's curly. So it's not going very well. And possibly finish, because I'm not working today, finish this dolphin, the peekaboo dolphin, just give up on this big one. And then I can put this away and start on a new, not a new Heaven and Earth design, but a new for a while Heaven and Earth design. I'm going to be going back to my Extreme Cross Country piece, Sisters, for a little bit, because it is the person who chose it. Hi, you know who you are. It's her birthday month. In fact, it's her birthday week. So her birthday is on Friday, so I said she gets to pick whether I work on that piece or whether I work on another piece that was inspired by her. And she would like me to work on Sisters. So I will be getting that out later today and focusing on it for a while. I have to come up with a goal for that piece. And so you'll be seeing that one. It's like I'm in the sun, but it's just the kitchen light. But yes, those are my plans. This keeps stabbing me. My finger's very sore. Might have to invest in a thimble if this keeps up. But I'm so excited to finish this berry jam. So I just wanted to come on and show you that I had finished my berry jam jar. And these, this here is all 3D. I can't quite get it to lie straight. I think I may have tightened it too much, but I think it is so cute the way that it is. Not flat, but I'm not going to fix it. And then I popped a beaded chain on, a beaded loop, just like the Halloween pumpkin that I finished asked me to, but I used my own pattern of beads a la calico. And all I did to secure them was just a normal securing on the back, as I would for a cross stitch. Oh yes, the back is so messy because of all the beads and all the colour changes up here. It's okay, I'm going to glue some felt to it in a mo, or maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow is in a mo, I suppose. But yes, that is my berry jam jar. Isn't it so cute? I love it so much. And the little cherry. I was umming and ahhing about doing this felt backing. It's still Tuesday night. And it wasn't that I didn't want to do it. I didn't know whether to do it on white or black. That was the main thing. And the other thing was I didn't want to do it now. But it's not like I would know whether to do it on white or black tomorrow either. And it's not like it takes more than 5 minutes. So come on, let's go. So while the Mill Hill kit dries, it's under the scissors, I shall be setting up for this one. This is my focus piece for the next 10 days. And my goal is to colour complete another 5 colours, which all have around 700 stitches each. So shouldn't be too hard. And let's get going. Good morning. It is Thursday morning. It is 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. and I am in bed. Ooh, look at that. That's where my little toesies are. I'm not sick or anything. I've been up and I've been cleaning the house, and I just wanted to come back to bed and do a little bit of light cross stitching. So I didn't want to bring my Lowry stand in here. I felt like that defeated the purpose of resting a little bit, because it's not heavy, it's just, just getting it set up is kind of awkward. So I'm stitching on my Sweetheart Tree sampler, Plumberry sampler, and I just thought I would finish off the green border this morning. So yeah, this is how far I've got, this is where I am. I'll take you over to see sisters later. Yesterday it was super busy, so I had a jaw rehabilitation meeting where they essentially said, are you doing your exercises? And I said no, and they said, please come back when you help yourself, and I was like, fair. So I'll be adding those to the spreadsheet of exercises in the Stitch from Fitness budget. But remember that, but I've gone totally off the rails with that, so I'm getting back on it now. I've just been buying things, no budget required. It's not my fault. There were a lot of Halloween sales. A lot of them. And I have a lot of things I really want to stitch. Anyway. And then I picked up a parcel from work. They'd sent me a backpack. And I went to talk to the aquarium man and bought my aquarium and my aquarium bench. And then I had to carry them home. So I carried the bench home with a few stops along the way, because it was $40 delivery. And I was like, I can walk this. I regretted it almost immediately, but I walked it. So I carried that home, and then I carried the aquarium with my partner between us. So we did 2 separate trips. I need to test the aquarium by filling it up with water and then leaving it for 24 hours. And then I need to buy all of the plants and stuff to put in it. But for now, we just have an aquarium in our house. It's not got any water in it. That's my life. Oh yeah, and I had lunch with friends. Hi David! Got 11,000 steps overall, so not too shabby. So yeah, I'm just trying to rest today because my arms really hurt from carrying home that aquarium. And working on my beautiful sampler. I don't know if I'll ever finish this. There's a lot of backstitch in that middle. Look at that backstitch. I don't think this would take time. I think I'm not sure I'm good enough, but I'm going to persevere. This is my focus piece for April, so if I can get it done before then I free up a month. Ooh. Hunger has driven me out of bed. So here we are on Sisters. I've been adding a couple colours in the top half, and then I'll move the Q-snap down and add all those colours again in the bottom half. Currently I am working in this Sister's hair, adding in some brown lowlights to that red. And I finished my crochet. I discovered in the last moment that I had been doing it wrong the entire time. So these 2 rows are correct and all of these rows are wrong. But hey, it's a washcloth, I mean, who cares? But yes, so I learnt to crochet again. I've crocheted before, but I don't do it often enough to remember how to do it. So you can tell that I was doing it wrong because there's these giant holes. Oh dear me. Anyway. Alrighty, so I just thought I would show you I am in the midst of making a project bag, and I'm actually using as my outer fabric the inner fabric from the one I made for Linda. Now this is going to be an odd shaped project bag because it's actually for my gold petite scroll frame that I really only ever use for gold petites. I'm following here this tutorial from Helen D. And look, the top comment is from me. I've been following this tutorial for a very long time. I love it. It's the one I follow whenever I want to make a project bag. The only difference when I made Linda's project bag was that I made handles as well. I'm just about to start pinning the second half of the bag together, and that's pretty much all the hard work done. Then you just have sewing left to do. I'm hoping that it will fit. Once I've attached the zipper, I will come back and show you what it looks like. So this is what my bag's going to look like. This is the zipper here. And I'm going to pin it all together and turn it inside out and double check that I can fit my scroll frame in, otherwise I have wasted about an hour and a half. So this is the bag turned inside out. You can see here all of these pins are just waiting to stab me, so I didn't want to turn it fully inside. I didn't want to turn it right way up, but dun, 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 it fits inside. Woo! So yeah, I'm going to go sew it up and then try it again once it's all sewed up. And here we go. Here is the bag that I made with my hands. Isn't that crazy? So I made a little zipper pull to go with it, which you'll have seen on Linda's channel as well, because I made her one. And I'm just about to attach it. Bum, bada, bum. And we're sorted. I need to push this corner up if I can. Acres and acres of flamingos. New project bag. Woo! Now I just have to tidy up. Boo. I don't know why, but I'm just not feeling this piece. I think maybe extreme cross country is not for me. I think it's because I'm doing lots of tiddly little bits, you know, and then I have to end my thread and move somewhere else. And I never get really like the chance to do a big block. So the colour I'm working on at the moment is 407 and 3773. So this is where they've discontinued 3773, and DMT themselves have said this is close enough. So at the moment I'm doing 3773. Then when I finish that, I'll do the next colour in the list, which is this lovely purple, which is about 5 stitches in the top half. Most of it's in the bottom half. And then I will go back and I will do 407. I was originally going to do them both at the same time, but swapping between them on Pattern Keeper was insanely annoying. So I'm just going to do one and then the other. You can see this girl's lips, look here. I don't know, I'm toying with the idea of just doing a length of black up here in the wings, just to like have done some block stitching. I'm at 9.08%. My goal is to get to 10% doing this extreme cross country with these, I think it's 6 colours. Is it 5 or 6? Yeah, 6 colours on the first half and then the bottom half. And then I will reward myself. Oh, it's gone all dark. I will reward myself with this new start. I know. New starts everywhere. It's all Mill Hill. I'm in a Mill Hill craze at the moment. And I'm also stitching this along with my friend Morgan on Instagram is stitching a Hawaiian Santa. And I think hers might be just a little bit smaller. I'm not sure. Morgan, is yours smaller than 3 inches by 5 inches? So we'll race again. We'll race. But that's just this little cardinal Santa Claus. And I hope I enjoy it because I've bought quite a few of these. And you can see all of the threads and all of the beads. So many beads. Ooh, so many beads. But only like 3 colours. It's ecru, red and white. That's the colour of this piece. Ecru, red and white. I don't think this one comes with a magnet. It does not. This is the one I've chosen to start. Anyway, I just worked out, so I need to go and shower. But then I also need to stitch that small piece for my friend who won the gaming competition. I think I told you. He won a gaming competition, and I want to stitch him a small thing from the game to be like, good job. Like, remember that he did that, and it's really cool, because I think it's really cool. So, hopefully I will stitch that. Maybe I'll stitch that first. Maybe that's what I need to do. So 10% on this, stitch the gaming thing, and then start my snowman. What do you think? As long as I start my snowman by the, 15th of this month, I think I can have him done for Christmas, which would be so cool. I really want to have him done for Christmas, so. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I love this piece, but I'm not feeling it. But then again, if I was still in the confetti up here of the background, I also wouldn't be feeling it, so. Look at my cool needle minder. Squawk. Okay. Hello, everybody. It's Christmas time. Ho, ho, ho. It's actually the 5th of November. Remember the 5th of November. gunpowder, treason and plot, and also my best friend's birthday. So I decided, since I was still itching to start a mill hill despite having just finished one, I would make some floss drops and sort the thread for this Santa Claus and cardinal. Oh, there are a lot more colours in here. Do you remember when I said there were only like red and white? I ate my words. I ate them so bad. There are, I think, 18 colours. Whoop. Yeah, 18, you see. So what I did with these, the same way that I did with the smaller floss organiser, is I just put 1, 2, 3 on the back, and then went down the thread list and assigned each one of them a 1, 2 or a 3. And that just makes them reusable for all kits, and it makes it easier if there are blends. There aren't any blends in this one, but in case. And then I worked on my sweetheart tree. So as you know, yesterday I was working on the border and I got that finished. And today I was adding these gorgeous squares. If you follow me on Instagram, I popped it on my stories because I'm so proud of them. They're so cute, and just they're called Scotch stitches, and they just catch the light differently because the thread's going a different way, and they just look fantastic, and I love them, and I'm very excited about them. I've actually got the beading needle in here to remind me that this is the top right corner, because otherwise I'd have no idea. This beading needle is so long compared to the mill hill ones. It's like full on finger length. But yeah, so that's how far I am with the sweetheart tree. I think I'm just going to keep picking this up because it's so much fun to work on, and I'm really enjoying, I'm probably not going to be enjoying the green middle ring of backstitch, but it's going to look so cute, so persevering. I'm enjoying it now at least. And then finally, here she is. So I've added around almost 600 stitches today, mainly up here in this ring, and in their faces as well a little. You can see that I've been just ending my threads like this. It's because my partner was sleeping after work, so wasn't feeling very well. Anyway, my plan is, my new goal for this is to finish off the 407 stitches, like I said before, which is this skin colour on this half, top half, take it out of the frame, and then end all of the threads that I can. I think there will be maybe 1 or 2 threads that I can't end. So the reason I'm ending them like this everywhere here is because there weren't enough stitches to anchor them, but I think there probably are now, and I think if I cleaned it up a bit, I might love this project a little bit more. And then pop the Q-snaps on the bottom edge and get working with this absolutely gorgeous purple 3834. There's like 3 stitches in the top half of this. It's all in the dress on the bottom half, so I'm looking forward to that, but just got to endure some skin first. It was a lot more fun to sort my mill hills. Look at this mess. Look at the Flosstube mess. I've got to go clean that up now. You guys, I think I did it. I think I finally did it. I did all of the colours in the top half for those colours that I picked, the next 5. And now I'm going to take them out of the Q-snaps and put away all of these ridiculous ends that are everywhere. Hopefully I will not accidentally end the parked threads, and then move the Q-snaps and do the exact same thing on the bottom, exact same colours. Not in the exact same order though, because I can't do it anymore. I don't have it in me. This colour, obviously I stitched double as much as I expected to from this one, so the skein is getting a bit weaker of a hold on the plastic, but it's going to look so good when I've gotten rid of those ended threads, I think. Phew, I did it. I cleared off all the ended threads. And so I've only got these part threads to finish off. I couldn't quite get the part threads and the end of the design in the Q-snap, so we might have to do this one more time. But at least I got the part threads in. That was the most important part. And let's get stitching them in. It is Sunday night. It is 8 p.m. on a Sunday. So I popped a poll up on YouTube on the community page because I obviously was struggling a little bit with sisters, and I felt like I needed to do something else, switch focus for the second half of the vlog. I'm not struggling on her as much anymore, but I'd still like to stitch something else. And so far, you all have voted so differently. You all want to see different things. But A New Start and Amazing Animal Kingdom are currently tied as winners. So we'll see what the poll looks like tomorrow morning as to which I pull out. I'm also toying with the idea of doing Stitch from Stash from January through to June, inclusive, next year. See if I can kick the eBay habit for a little bit. Because it It's so addictive. I was saying to my partner the other day, it's like one of those, sorry, I've hurt my neck. It's an old injury. It's like one of those mobile games, you know, you have to set alarms and check on things all the time to see if your field has matured into a pumpkin or whatever. Do you ever remember Farmville? I remember once a friend threatened to unfriend me because they had heard or seen on Facebook that I played Farmville. It wasn't a good enough gaming thing for them back then, I guess. I just lied and said I hadn't played it. I played that thing obsessively, but when I was younger, like 16, 17. Anyway, we'll have to see what the poll says, but it looks like Amazing Animal Kingdom or a small new ornament start will win. In the meantime, I'm making a list of all of my whips. I'm going to have a list already, but I'm making a new one, see if I can remember them. And see if I can think of some goals to achieve next year. I'm probably not going to do the same as... Oh gosh, I know she's a nurse. She lives in Germany and she's just moved into a new apartment and she's crocheting her curtains, but can I think of her name for the life of me? No. I'm getting old, people, I'm getting old. If I had children, I'd call them by the names of my shrimp. Anyway, she sets a goal for each of her pieces. She's super cool, check her out, link down below with the name. She sets a goal for each of her pieces in the new year and then she works on them in a rotation. And then when they hit that goal, she takes them out of the rotation, which is super cool. I'm not that kind of person. I can't rotate. I have to hit goals quite regularly. But I would still like to have some goals just so I can make my plans for the year. So yeah, I'd like to finish some of my projects. That would be cool. So I just thought I would sit down and do that now, but I've got to play the video game now, so I'm off. So we are back to work today. It is Monday morning, it is 8 a.m. We are not working just yet. We are having a coffee, an actual coffee. Hello coffee, out on my balcony. This is what it looks like. These are solar powered tea lights. And this is the grey morning that I am currently enjoying off of my balcony. Look at that seagull. On top of that, what I have to assume is a 5G tower. They're so big, you don't think it, but they are huge. Seagulls, not 5G towers. Though I suppose both of them. You, the people, have spoken, so we're going to go from this Heaven and Earth design to the Amazing Animal Kingdom for the next week. Which is good, actually, because I haven't met my autumn goal yet, and this is the last month of autumn. I always think I'm saying August when I say autumn. Sometimes I do that, so I have to double check every time. Anyway, that beep was the toast is ready to eat, so I'm going to go and eat the toast. But I have to say we didn't do too badly on the progress on this one. We're almost at my yearly goal, which, to be fair, I made up yesterday, which is 10%. I'm at 9.94%, but don't worry, I'll pick this up again after Amazing Animal Kingdom to just, well, for one thing, finish off this thread. Ooh. I decided to put Amazing Animal Kingdom into a 17 by 17 inch gooseneck, I think, so that I could admire it as I stitch on it. Doesn't it look fantastic? So I'm working, obviously I'm working down here, so I always try not to work in the top half of these things because it's too far to reach, but I wanted to see my little zebra. And yes, thank you for the zebra butt on Instagram, greatly appreciated. That had me laughing into the weekend. So instead of cross-stitching today, I have been knitting. I'm making this blanket for myself. And also yesterday I did a bit of planning for my year. Like making sure the focus pieces get at least a week a month, and then everything else gets a week. Amazing Animal Kingdom always gets a week. Until I hit the goal for that season, is the plan. I'm quite tired. It is Tuesday, 10 p.m. I've been knitting for like an hour and a half. I think I told you that on Sunday I really hurt my neck and shoulder, and I can't quite turn my head to the right, and I certainly can't put my ear to my shoulder, that move. I can't even, I can never put my ear to my shoulder. I'm not some kind of possessed demon. But now I can't even contemplate it really, and my neck makes a lot of very strange Velcro-like noises. It's happened before. It'll happen again. I just need to rest it and do light exercise and not stretch it in particular ways, which is very hard because it feels like it wants to stretch in those ways. Anyway, because I've hurt my shoulder and my neck, it hurts quite a bit to look down at my cross-stitching and across the pattern and back at my cross-stitching. So I moved the phone closer to the stitching, which did help a little bit, but I still only managed about 100 stitches before I was like, yeah, no, this is not my life. But yes, I'm just learning lots of knitting stuff. I relearned how to cast on, I relearned how to knit, I relearned how to purl, I learned how to yarn over and drop yarn over. To all the non-knitters, this is going to all sound like nonsense. I don't know, I feel like a lot of people have heard of knit one, purl one. Yeah, this will be a lovely blanket, I hope. Stitching on the couch continues because now not only have I hurt my shoulder, but I managed to hurt my wrist from knitting. So repetitive knee injuries for the win. Hi foot! Hi cat. It's my skirt, isn't it pretty? So I managed to finish most of the grass. There's a couple more colours here of the grass and a couple more of book shadow. And then look, you've got his little leg appearing. I'm so excited. So I think tomorrow we will see deer leg. And there's another orange book. So all of this is 2 colours of orange in 2 lines. So that should be fairly fast to stitch up. I'm really not sure I'm going to get up to here this week. That would involve some stitching at the weekend. Sorry, the stand's not very stable. I have to bully it into staying still. But the plan is still to finish this column by the end of the month. So worst case, I will swap back to Sisters Monday, Tuesday next week, get my goal on that, which is only a couple more stitches, and then swap back to this and hit my goal on this next week, hopefully. And then I'm going to start my Mill Hill Santas on Friday. Morgan is down too. That's at Miss T and Stitches on Instagram. We are both going to start Mill Hill Santas. So I guess if you guys are watching and you have a Mill Hill Santa in stash and you'd like to join along, the plan is to start them Friday the 19th and have them ready for Christmas. So yes, do it. Join us, please. Mill Hill kits are so much fun and they're so sparkly and I love them. So any excuse to start one is down for me. And you will actually see this in 4 days in advance, so you might even have time to order one, or at least go to the store if you really wanted to join in. But yes, so that's your little advert for the day. Other exciting news. This needle minder, which obviously you all love because you keep telling me how much you love it. The lady who makes them, I will link her Etsy shop down below. She is shipping to Europe again. Etsy just broke her shipping profile. She was always shipping to Europe and she had no idea that she wasn't until I reached out and let her know. But that's good news because I will be asking for one of those for Christmas from my lovely family who enable me with cross-stitching gear. I love these. These are so pretty. And the Christmas one is about to come out, so even more exciting. But yes, sorry, this is where we're at. And calico. Hi, Christine. You have to find out what birds these two are and let me know. I have no idea what they could be. But I think this is supposed to be North America. It's got a deer and some grizzly bears. Isn't that North America? I feel like that's North America. Someone's going to be like, that's Sweden, you dope. You live there, you should know this. We don't have bright yellow birds though, I don't think. I do not know where my motivation for cross-stitching has gone, but it has gone somewhere. So I did 324 stitches today, which isn't bad, but I mean, I had all day, well not all day, I had to work, but all evening to stitch, and I just didn't do that. I didn't do anything, really. Browse shops online. And it was a lot of confetti. It was these legs here, this little yellow bit here, and of course this orange bit here. And then I also did some deer body up here. I don't think we'll get the deer head, but if I'm lucky, before the end of the month, I'll get to do some blue sky. Look at that blue It's not picking it up very well. Looks like an absolute mess when it's like this, but you can just brush through it and it behaves. It's not knotted or anything. It's just a mess. Hi guys, hi. So I have a bit of a headache. We've just come back from a walk through this town. It's looking lovely and very, very autumn. And the sky was this gorgeous colour of like mostly blue with an overlay of like pink blush. It was gorgeous. Anyway, so I've been thinking about what I want to start in 2022. So Miss T and Stitches, Morgan, started this off by very innocently saying something along the lines of, I think I'll have a look at my stash and see what I want to start next year. And I was like, I think I'll do that too. So first of all, with 2021, as you know, as I mentioned, we're going to be doing hashtag Merry Mill Hill. And I'll be starting this Santa with Cardinal and also with this Treasured Diamond, which has the most gorgeous colours of beads in the world. And also in December, I will be starting this Dinosaur Forest, which is an owl forest embroidery as part of Dinosaur December. I'll be starting it on the 1st, and then I've assigned it a week. And then we come to my New Year's new start, and that is this gorgeous Blue Jays kit from Riolis and Calico cross stitch. And if you haven't watched Calico, you really should. If you like my videos, you're going to adore hers. She's like a calmer, wiser version of me, and she has like the most exquisite taste, and she actually finishes her projects because she doesn't stitch HAEDs. But yes, so she has agreed to start this with me on the 1st, and then on her birthday and on my birthday, we're going to start this one. They're very slightly different days, about 4 days apart. So this was a birthday present from my mum last year, so I'm really excited to start this on my birthday. And then with Morgan, Miss Teen Stitches on Instagram, sorry, the light in the bedroom is very glary. I'll be starting a Mill Hill kit a season, so probably, because we're doing Merry Mill Hill, so then spring, summer, autumn and winter. Haven't decided which one I'll start for autumn yet, but I just put a random 4 Mill Hills out. I haven't decided which Mill Hills. And then I really wanted to try a Luca S kit. So I've got quite a few, of course, but this one I want to play is probably the easiest one I have, with only 24 colours. And if you haven't had a Luca S kit, they come like this. They used to use Anchor, I believe. But nowadays they're using their own threads, Luca S cotton. But anyway, regardless, it's the charting I really want to experience. And I think he's just a delight. And hopefully I'll be back on orange next year. So I'm a little bit off orange, as we know, after finishing the 2 top rows of Endless Orange Skies. Then we have this gorgeous sheep sampler by Flowers and Friends Stitching Club, Elizabeth's Designs. And this actually uses Soie de Leger. Is that what they're called? Silks. So I really want to try that, and I also think this sheep sampler is just the cutest thing ever. And then for autumn, I have this Bothy Threads kit, Lord of the Woods. And Bothy Threads use DMC, and they come with an organiser like this. But I just think Bothy Threads kits are just so cute, especially the Rendale designs. They're just so full of flavour. So my dad's allergic to pheasants, so I might stitch that for him. And then we have this geisha, and you can see also my list of whips here. This geisha, which is another contender to start in autumn. And then finally in winter we have, this is just a placeholder, but I'd like to start a winter gold collection petite from Dimensions, and it may be this one. But that is what I'm thinking will be my focuses for next year. I don't have in this pile a Dimensions gold collection big one, but Calico, look at this. If I finish Blue Jays, then I might let myself start this one because it's gorgeous and I love it, and it's horses. And it's possible, if I need a little upper during the year, that I will start my absolute favourite kit, Wave Runners, which is these two horses running through the sea. Just combines everything I love about cross stitch. So yeah, but first I have to finish my African lions and finish those blue jays. But that, I think, is what my year starts will look like. I don't normally plan my starts, but I thought maybe I should. And then I also went through and tried to set priority goals on the whips I want to finish. But I'm starting to think that might be nuts. I might just be a nuts person trying to do that. That's probably not going to happen. But at least when I know that I'm starting this in January, then it stops haunting my dreams. This is with the wool acrylic threads, which I have never used before. I know that Morgan's stitched with them, and I know that Calico's stitched with them, but I have not. So hopefully they're okay for me. Hopefully I enjoy them. I'm so excited. I was telling Morgan the other day I want to buy 4 of these pairs of birds. So that one, these doves for spring, these lovebirds that I kept calling parrots for summer, these guys for winter, of course, and then there's a pair of squirrels, also by Riolis, that I think they're not birds, but I think they'd look so cute. And then the set of 4 would be one per season, and they'd be good cushions for the bedroom all together. But anyway, I mean, I don't even own the other ones, so I don't know why I'm planning so far ahead. I don't even know why I'm planning this far ahead, because it's probably not going to happen, but that's sort of a snapshot of my plans. All right, so I'll leave you with this view, because it is Saturday now. I'm going to go and edit together this vlog and put it up, because Calico was so lovely to shout me out on her channel, and I feel like everyone coming over is just going to see the disaster from last time when YouTube cut off the sound halfway through and I had to upload it twice. And you know, I'd like to give all of you much better video this time, but especially new people maybe coming in want to see normal content and not mute content. Oh, my legs are so itchy. I don't know what it is, but whenever I go for a walk in Sweden, my legs become so itchy when we get home. I think it's something to do with the cold air and lack of circulation. I don't know. Anyway, look at my starts. They're coming to me. I hope you guys have a wonderful fortnight, and I don't know, that you do something fun and crafty and don't go through your entire set of skits, falling in love with all of them and then have to trim them down so you know which ones you're actually going to start, because let me tell you, that's a bit heartbreaking. But I'm so happy to have such a lovely collection.